Bienvenida, gente bonita de YouTube, un día más al canal de Todas Gamers, el único canal donde si no dispone de un pug se le asignará uno de oficio. Hoy os traemos la demo de The Season of the Warlock del estudio Complot Games, disponible desde el 16 de junio a las 7 de la tarde en exclusiva en el Next Fest de Steam. Pues al pan mazabán, que esto ya va tocando. Lo primero que tenemos, que ya lo sabíamos de la demo, tenemos 3, 6, 9 idiomas, ni más ni menos. Así que cero problema en traducciones. Vamos a ponerlo en castellano. ¡Ulala! Bienvenido a la demo de The Season of the Warlock. Ten en cuenta que es una muestra de una aventura mucho más larga y compleja. Ocurre pasada la introducción. Al principio del juego, Lord Alystrin Ainsworth y su mayordomo Nigel acuden a la Universidad de Edgestowe, donde el aristócrata va a dar una ponencia en la Facultad de Historia de la que es benefactor. El tema a tratar es la figura del enigmático Valdemar el Brujo. Valdemar, la editorial, de quien se te dice que reinó con puño de hierro y gracias a la magia negra en la remota región de Groenlandia, de Badajoz un poco más para abajo. Pero los pocos que aún asisten a sus conferencias lo hacen para reírse de él. Sus investigaciones son poco menos que ridículas a ojos de los académicos y no ofrece prueba alguna de la existencia del brujo. Frustrado, decide ir a buscarlas. Y allí en Groenlandia es donde todo comienza. Por si no queda claro.
These records sent to me from Vastrasia are fascinating. Look, there is a radical drop in the Groldavian population around the supposed date of Gorobek's execution, due to a huge outbreak of red plague. It cannot be a coincidence. Do you understand what this means?
That we moved here for you to do the same thing you could be doing in London.
I do not accept such levels of candor. Besides, since we have been here, I have done nothing but advance my investigations. Every conspiracy is unraveled bit by bit, and this data gives sense to Waldemar's curse.
Me gusta esto, no atribuye una conspiración lo que puede explicar la estupidez. ¡Ey!
The speed of your reasoning is way beyond my abilities.
What are you doing during my lectures? The Warlock swore he would kill his 3 confidants with the very same weapons he was betrayed with. Kruberjan forsook his leader, embraced the Christian faith, and by means of it spread fear in the hearts of people. Lucanesque made use of his art to propagate a terrible illness in these lands. Surely that red plague. The mob blamed the necromancer, and Arkoff supported the revolt and used brute force to eliminate the dissenters. Do you not see? Everything fits perfectly.
Extraordinario, colosal, brillante, titán, mastodonte.
Great, but didn't we come here to find evidence of the existence of Waldemar?
And what do you think this wonderful portrait we found here in such good condition is? I would not have found this in London. Though the style is not synchronous with the Warlock's life, this is most probably nothing but a curiosity. It may have no value at all to any serious investigation. Truth is... Oh, who am I trying to deceive? I'm a fraud!
No se disguste, señor. No se disguste, no esté triste.
Don't be discouraged. With your foremost intellect, it won't take you long to make the great discovery for which humanity has been awaiting on edge.
I know you try to cheer me up with your poor compliments so I'll raise your salary, but all this unrelated data proves nothing. I came here looking for wonders, and in all these months the only thing I could call as such is a move without incident. Damn! Where is the magic of these lands? These are just papers!
No, hombre, no. Vaya, me gusta porque se ve fluido, igual un poquitito en el vídeo, un poco menos, pero a ver, es una demo, tampoco es que vamos a exigir aquí todo. Venga, llora, no
You're being
llorería.
too harsh on yourself.
It is possible. My desire for self-improvement is limitless, and that is taxing. And given the awful diet you make me endure, my brain does not have enough sustenance to face all of these difficult chimeras. Ooh, my head. That bloody migraine again. I need a bath. Maybe thus I can get my thoughts in order and rid myself of the stench of failure I emit. Oh, that's perfect timing. Get rid of whoever it is before I lose my sanity.
Este señor es un poco dramas, roba dramas.
Yes? What can I...
So this is the famous castle.
Hey!
I had expected something far worse. Actually, the decoration's very tasteful.
Esta señora, mucho, que traje tan bonito. El perro no.
I am Lady Florence of Richmond, Countess of Beresford, and the Baroness of Groldavia and Alturia. I wish to see your master. Please, announce me immediately.
But...
What are you waiting for? Your master has lived here for months and has still not come to greet me. That is not proper for an English lord, mysterious as he might be. Oh, look at those windows, Lily!
Il mio cane morde tutto. Vale, o sea, soy aquí, este señor.
There's a tradition of welcoming, though we've never had many visits. So the licorice inside has become a kind of dusty, heavy mortar.
Bueno, si son regalices negros no me da pena,
Her splendour is a light in the darkness of this castle.
What are you looking at?
Nothing. Two of those relics the master insists on buying. I don't know how much dust has accumulated and how much is an actual part of them, so I've decided not to clean them. Some ancestor of the master's. I think it was this one who ordered peacekeeping massacres centuries ago. Some relative of the master's. It is difficult, though possible. That's the coat of arms of the master's grandfather, a Scottish ship tycoon. I guess the ships remind him of where his fortune comes from. The Ainsworth coat of arms. The master has forbidden me to touch it. He says I would contaminate its aura of ancient lordship. I could ignore him, but I don't want to disgrace all Ainsworths. Just one in particular.
Eso tiene que estar lleno de polvo.
A young and relaxed-looking lady. I think she's the master's mother. He took after his paternal line, no doubt. He looks like the master, but younger and blonder. I would say he's his brother. Two of those relics. I don't know how much.
Vale, esta es la misma.
Two beasts with dragon heads, goat horns and lion bodies. Despite how they look, these are probably the nicest things around here.
Aquí vamos a Moldavia.
It's like a wrinklier, grey-haired and half-bald. I hope I've been able to find it. Behind those doors is a barren plain that separates us from human warmth. I have nothing to do there right now.
Ay, me gusta mucho los aires que dan.
The master is in his room, up the stairs to the right. The master is in his room.
Vale, que no tengo más opciones. Movimiento desde luego se ve súper
Those
fluido.
leather sofas, I could never know for sure. My relationship with them is business only.
O sea, me parece muy chulo cómo está animado, desde luego.
Maybe I'll clean those someday, but you can never be sure when it will rain with
Este
this
señor
climate.
trabaja menos que qué. Madre mía.
I heard voices. Who was that?
Some lady who insists on seeing you. She introduced herself as the Baroness of Groldavia.
To me, she is like Countess Bathory. Get rid of her. Tell her I am...
Señor, mejor no.
I don't know. I'm not in the mood for showing courtesies to an old harpy.
Well, she's certainly not old. Maybe you should have a look.
Oh, for God's sake, how can I concentrate with a hysterical fossil howling down there? Make her stop.
Right away, sir.
I am sure Archimedes did not have to struggle with this misfortune. Anyone can be a genius that way.
Señor.
The master usually asks me to... This one's already wet. Who knows what he's wrong?
No quieres saberlo, hijo. Hala, tengo una toalla mojada. ¿Le puedo perseguir con la toalla mojada? También.
No more suffering shampoo. Avoid lice, chemical burns, eye lacerations, and the more than probable permanent sight loss other shampoos
Pero esta
cause.
gente que se echa.
Usage. Apply dry, rub, and immediately rinse. Attention, do not exceed the recommended dose or application time. It can cause hair discoloration and hyperseborrhea. Vanilla perfume. The only salt it stoically bears hours of the master's never-ending self-deception.
Vale. Estas me las podré quedar, seguro. Toma ya.
With these, I cut the master's hair, though I confess I'm tempted to use them in another way.
Did you get rid of them?
It's not as easy.
Do I have to do it?
No, just
Finish this as soon as possible.
the master force. Yes, firewood grows on trees, but it's poor. It's big-headed and devious, just like the master. It's a squatting figure with a tense expression. Ironically enough, it smells quite good. In spite of those funny ears, it was...
Es la verdad.
The master sleeps some 12 hours a day. Nothing to be surprised at,
¿Sueño?
since he has such a fluffy mattress.
Volvemos al recibidor.
I heard screams, milady. What happened?
My little Lily, he
Ha hecho
fled
bien.
from my arms and ran. Oh, he must be lost now. Who knows what might happen to him in such a big castle?
Aristocracia
Don't
tiene un
worry,
serio
the
problema.
castle is not as dangerous as it may seem. I'll find him safe and sound, I promise.
Thank you. You are an angel.
There's a tradition, though we've never had many visits.
Ah, que esta es mi habitación. Hostia.
It's lucky I have it here, and a shame there's not even an ounce of ventilation, and I... The place I keep my clothes, the threadbare percale of my uniform, has little in common. I was cleaning my shoes when I was interrupted by, but there's so little. I should consider my...
Vale, con esto podemos hacer algo. Podemos usar el
They need a thorough scrubbing.
Vale, tijeras, champú, toalla. Se mezcla todo.
I don't understand how that makes sense.
Mucho sentido no tiene, tienes razón. Uno,
It's empty, but I keep one. The service bell system, so like in London, the master just yells.
Vale.
The mattress is hard as a rock. My grandpa spent months in that rocker waiting for my grandma, who wanted. It turns out she was recruited by a whaler, and when she finally came back, she had a hook for a hand, an obscene tattoo, and a Polynesian husband. In the end, the three of them lived happily together.
Toma ya. Vale, aquí no hay nada más así que pueda bulusmear. Vale. Vamos a buscar el chucho. Que me da hacer pena.
Oh my god! He must have jumped into the grinder, lured by the chicken liver of the master's puree.
Oh, Dios santo. Ay, Jesucristo.
A treasure of great recipes. Primal element.
Ay, Jesucristo.
My trusty tools. Oh, I'm eagerly waiting to put you in the oven. It's a bit hard, but I'm keeping it. The master says a variety of fine. The master hates seasoning. The star of a
Vale, estoy aquí mirando.
versatile app. I'm not hungry at the moment. Beautiful and two fine specimens. I was ready to cut. It's the master's favourite, but it must have a special.
Pues no hay problema. Ostras.
Hey, prick.
Ah, no, está bien.
Does that mean yes? Really? Does that mean...
No, no, la manivela no.
I can't understand how poor Liv seems like some... Lily? I think that's more...
A ver si lo puedo sacar de alguna
It's going to take plenty of guts and thens, but now I must focus. I'm afraid that if I turn it counterclock, I can't understand. It seems like. Fortunately, I can. By the gods, even though I've been in the sea, it's half rusted.
Podemos hacer puré de perro.
It's going to take plenty of gut, but now I must. It's a good one. I had to sacrifice.
Madre mía, la que salía. José Luis.
There's a little predator hidden under the carriage. That would explain the disappearance of the chicken from the kitchen. Come here, pretty thing. Ow! That beast.
Vale, pues tenemos el hígado de pollo este asqueroso. Toma, José Luis.
Chew, little guy, or you're gonna choke. He seems to have. It's a good moment. Easy, Fred. Wow, he must think I'm trying. It's better not to get too.
Vale, y si lo cojo con la pota. Chúpate esa.
Drought was tame, submissive. The lamb fought the beast and won. Damn, I'm starting to speak like the master. Come with Uncle. Now that he's not hungry and sees I'm not going to hurt him, he's quite docile. In the end, I'll grow fond of him. It's what happened with the master.
Me la voy a que bañarle a esta criatura desatada. Ahí está, le va.
I used all the shampoo. I have to remember to buy some more.
Ay, por favor, qué gracia. Alemania en peluda y enjabonada.
I don't understand.
Qué puto asco.
I.
Vale, no puedo.
Fortunately, I can.
Vale, no necesito mojarle con
It needs a good tune-up. Good old idol. Before the. But sure enough, he's always. I brush his tail from time. Fortunately, I can. It was my bed when we moved into the. Idol wasn't a bad roommate, but his flat.
Vale.
It was my idol.
Vale, ahora hay que bañarlo. O sea, hay que lavarlo. A ver dónde lo puedo lavar si. Puedo ponerlo al horno. En fin. A ver. Mira qué bien.
The master tries to. He's been spent. The master won't take his eyes off. The master tries. He's been spending.
No puedo hablar con él ni nada. Ah, mira.
Oh, that is better.
Apañado. Hala.
You need your nails trimmed, Nigel. But do not stop.
Esto se me torbe. Pues ya estaría.
A new life awaits you in the arms of a woman who will fulfill you with hugs, kisses, and love. Damn vermin. I envy you.
Pues ya está. Problema solventado. No Esto me encanta. Venga usted.
Oh, you little devil! There you
Totalmente
are!
es eso.
He's been naughty.
You won't flee from Mummy's arms again, will you? Do you know if your master will keep me waiting much longer? My feet are killing me.
And at your feet I bow.
Ya está, romance.
Lord Alistair Ainsworth, scholar, gentleman, researcher. At your service, milady.
Pleased to meet you, my lord. Since you arrived in the region, you have been the talk of the town.
Is that so? Truth be told, that is no surprise. It is difficult to maintain anonymity when you're constantly celebrated.
Everyone wonders what kind of a lunatic would come live in this place of his own accord. Now I can say a rather gallant one in my eyes. I admit that meeting you has made the wait worthwhile.
Indeed, that is something I hear often. Although I must say that if Nigel had told me I was making a raven-haired angel wait, I would have hurried.
You will make me blush.
And so I shall punish myself. I am not worthy of your rosy cheeks. But tell me, milady, what help could a humble bookworm offer an esteemed woman such as yourself?
Oh, do not underestimate yourself, Lord Alistair.
Believe me, he doesn't usually.
You are dismissed, Nigel.
As you say, my lord.
While out walking Lily, I could not help but come in person to invite you to our Calends of May celebration. It's the most important festival of our humble region. We would be honoured by your presence. We will celebrate this Saturday, the night of the 30th of April.
The most important festival in Groldavia is held during the night of Walpurgis, and this year it is a Saturday, the Witches' Sabbath. Coincidence?
Pardon?
Oh, no, nothing. I was just thinking aloud.
Ah, of course. I forgot you are an intellectual.
¿Qué se
What
celebra?
curious local occasion does the festival commemorate?
I'm not sure. As you may have noticed, I am not from Groldavia.
Indeed, I noticed the absence of facial hair.
I've only been here for a few years and am not familiar with the traditions. I do not know local history, but there is an exhibit of regional cuisine, a tasting of local wines. Oh, and they burn a bearded straw doll dressed in red. That is to expel bad omens. What a curious superstition, isn't it?
You have no idea.
But if you are interested in these kind of details, I'll be holding a meeting with the creme de la creme of Groldavian society on the occasion. Maybe you can get there the information I alone cannot provide.
Do you usually visit your neighbors to invite them to the local celebrations?
Only the ones who buy a huge castle uninhabited for decades and do not come to pay a courtesy visit to their baroness. You are no common neighbour, Lord Alistair.
Oh, milady, please. Who would dare to displease you?
I am sure you would be in your element with the dignitaries of our little town. Come to the meeting this evening, and we will confirm that.
Do you know anything about supernatural phenomena in the area?
What an odd question. Life in Groldavia is very quiet, Lord Alistair. Quiet as a sepulchre, I would say. If not for the little soirees I hold, I would spend all my days knitting or walking little Lily. You should come to the one this evening and get to know the local dignitaries. You will fit in immediately.
Casualidad en el mismo día y todo.
You are most kind to show such courtesy, but I am in the middle of something extremely important.
That sounds interesting. What is it about?
Well, historical research of great value. My colleagues in London are expecting results, and
That's exciting. A few moments of relaxation in the humble company of the most distinguished people in town may serve you well. Join our gathering this evening. There you'll be able to share your fabulous ideas.
yes, of course. I give you my word as a gentleman that I will try to attend. Now, I am sure you must return to your duties, and I do not want to steal any more of your time.
Truth is, I am enjoying the conversation.
Oh, indeed. And there will be time to continue talking
Está acabando
at
los
some other
aposentos del
point.
señor.
I hope so. Whatever your decision, I will be waiting.
Madame? Well, Alistair, it is clear you are as charming as ever. But now you must employ your talent for the highest of purposes. Where were we? Ah, yes. Curiously, I am totally blank. This is going to require a good Havana cigar. Contemplating the goddess by the warmth of the fireplace always inspires me.
Y el busto de palas.
The commanding look of Waldemar Gorobek weighs on me day and night as I endeavor to write about his life.
Vale.
My great spiritualism, divination.
No tenemos objetos, ¿no? Vale.
If you look deeply into it, you will see the one who lurks in the dark. I have attempted it, but only succeeded at glimpsing the one weary of staring into a crystal. I am not yet prepared to look beyond the veil.
Me gusta la referencia de Lovecraft. Mucho.
Hindu
Uy,
goddess, drinker of her enemy's blood, and great mother and protector. Some mothers have scabrous secrets there. The profuse correspondence my father kept in his nightstand revealed my mother's with an excess of detail. I bought it in the Carpathians, but so far I have only been able to see snow raining on an ostrich and a sign reading, "I went to Bistritz and I had a great time." It is a truly obscure.
Me encanta este señor. Las torres de Hanoi.
This is an ancient although it may seem like a harmless game of ingenuity, really it can take centuries to solve. A copy of The King in Yellow in perfect condition.
Vale.
I still have not made it past. That cruel tick-tock does nothing.
Ay, señor, qué aire se da. A ver, estanterías. Estatuilla de
Ah,
Anubis.
this is an intriguing piece. A carving of Anubis, the Egyptian god. Everything is connected.
Claro, Georgios.
I got this one off a French toy maker. Whenever I have some time to waste, I will endeavor to solve the
Vale.
Thanks to the sophisticated system I designed, no more searching among the shelves to find a book. It is now enough. There is an old legend about 3 monkeys sent to the world, but I have seen Nigel sniffing around my books sometimes. My grandfather on my father's side, Lord Edward, the black sheep of the family, although it must be said that he did, failing resoundingly. My uncle, Lord Rupert Ainsworth. Everyone says there is a strong family resemblance. He moved in very genteel circles, at least up until a violent incident which ended with him expectorating on George Brummel's face. After that, of course, he was banished from high society, and he regretted the affair to his death. Coincidentally, he later came to be known as a champion, and he is now regarded.
Vale.
My aunt, Lady Wilhelmina Mary Wollstonecraft, once said of her, "Complete protection. I do not need this solid Now I must focus on
Vale.
Alice, goddess of wisdom, and a great influence on my work. I got it pretty cheap off an antique dealer, only because some feathered creature had decided to empty its bowels. Nigel gave it a scratch. What do we have here? Oh, an exquisite Havana cigar.
Señor, no se fuma. Fumar está.
There are other
mal.
cigars, but those. And a finely engraved. It is
Muy
pretty.
bien. Ah, ya tenemos panoja.
The illustrious remote University of Miskatonic, with the consent of its dean and board
Me
of
encantan las
directors.
referencias.
With all that such an honor entails. Palace. I got
sí.
it pretty. Nigel gave it a
Hemos encontrado referencias a Poe, referencias de Lovecraft. Entonces esto... Vamos a fumar lo bueno. Y ahora combustible, con fuego, a todo culo. No se enciende así, pero bueno, vale, señor.
Oh, goddess of wisdom, beacon of poets, giver of light, and mother of science, I commend myself to you. Good heavens, what a fine cigar! It would be a pity to enjoy it with no appropriate accompaniment. I'll ask Nigel to bring me a glass of brandy.
Eres Brad, me gusta su manera de pensar,
Why do
señor.
you punish me so? I only beseech you for a spark of inspiration. What have I done to you? Ah, Archaic idols. If you were of any importance,
Pues,
they would
señor,
still make
dice.
sacrifices in your name.
Madre mía.
Not that long ago, beings of flesh and blood showed the world that there is no need for churches to work miracles. Humans, able to know the answer to life, the universe, and everything. People like you. Oh yes, the time of the gods is over. Now we live in the season of the Warlock.
Toma ya.
How many secrets your story conceals? I would
Quizá,
do
hombre, es la
anything to
introducción.
discover them.
Entonces es
I
normal
would
que hablen
give my
más.
soul for you
No,
to
no,
share
todo
them
se
with
dice eso, hombre, no sé. Toma ya. Ya lo he liado.
What? Who is there?
You were saying something about giving your soul.
You are... Oh my God!
Well, I am not that popular anymore. You can call me Voldemort.
Are you going to demand that I be true to my word and deliver my soul?
A cambio de chapas de Alf.
What would I want with that filth?
Well, it is the usual bargaining chip in these cases, you know.
Oh, no. Keep your soul.
Nah, quédatela.
You will lose it anyhow in the dumbest of ways. It always happens. I only wish to make a deal.
Ah, y es Dormammu. Quiero hacer un trato.
Where are you talking from?
Truth is, I never left. Even though it's been refurnished, this is still my home. Part of my ubiquitous presence has been observing you since. Now that you've finally come to the realization that it is futile, I think you are someone with whom it's possible to
Se puede llegar a un
come to an
acuerdo.
agreement.
Y no muy listo.
I welcome you, O great. I have come here to live where you live. There are so many...
For the moment,
Fine then.
¿Qué
Let's
quieres,
get down
José
to
Luis?
business. What do you want from me?
I want you to be the keeper of my secrets, of my ancestral magic. Do you want respect, applause, recognition?
mía, la que se va a
I
liar.
will provide you with such tools that you will be revered, adored, and...
Fine, fine. You have convinced me. Where do I sign?
A moment, my friend. All this comes with a price.
Ah, so it comes to this. Let me fetch my checkbook. Shall I write
madre
W.
mía.
Gorebeck, or would you rather it be to the bearer? I will return right away. Do not move.
I do not want anything material. I am a free soul, you understand? I want you to fulfill the vow of vengeance I swore against those who betrayed me. The ones
There are certain details I cannot
detalles.
add.
do ask.
Pregunta. A ver, si tan poderoso eras, ¿por qué te han pillado?
Were you unable to flee by using the vast knowledge you are offering me?
Thanks to them, I became the greatest mind to walk, but without them, I was left mostly unprotected. You agreed with me, you will be strong enough to command armies with a
Uy, esto es
single
alemán.
gesture. Access a
Hago
universal
pacto
knowledge
con señor antiguo. Es alemán.
since the elder times. And as ridiculous as your words may be, tell me, Alistair, would you like to be a titan, or would you rather be a risible aristocrat?
Truth is, it is very...
¿Y quiénes son los
I don't
conspiradores?
think I am wrong when it comes...
True indeed. Eugen of Krubajan, Nietzsche Lukanesk, and Vladimir Arkov. 3 ruffians I thought were loyal, until they got the chance that interest of yours.
Vale. ¿Por qué
Were
ahora?
you unable to fulfill...
Well, things happened, mostly related to the real estate market. It is written in the Ghostly Appearances Regulations book that those who died and in the event that none exist, then I never commissioned the portrait when I was alive. So my essence was confined to this very castle, and in the purchase of haunted mansions robes. Is what you say, Alistair.
I'm a bit...
Vale.
Centuries have passed.
Oh yes, do not remind me of that. I cannot rest in peace until their
La
fleet has
simiente de los
completely
conspiradores.
vanished
¡Ay, mi
from this
madre!
world. To be honest, but then I thought it would be easy. But I made some miscalculations. One cannot think clearly when filing.
Vale, vale.
What you ask me demands an important...
Enough for. You must decide. Are you with me or against me?
Tienes la verdad, la verdad. ¡Ay, que tengo que elegir! Hemos venido a participar. Soy el Homer malo. Soy el Homer malo. Bueno, pues se ha terminado la demo. Me ha hecho mucha gracia, me ha parecido muy divertido y que está, desde luego está muy bien Muy bien montado el juego. Me recuerda un montón a esto, a los juegos de péndulo, desde luego, el Hollywood Monsters y demás. Desde luego tiene pinta de ser un point and click, como mínimo divertido. Veremos a ver cómo avanza, veremos a ver cómo se desarrolla el juego. Pero desde luego, un montón de gracias a la desarrolladora, a Complot Games, por darnos la oportunidad de jugar a la demo. Me ha gustado mucho, me alucina el movimiento de los personajes, el doblaje, la ambientación, o sea, tiene muy buena pinta. Así que nada, espero que esta sea la primera de muchas reseñas cortitas, vídeos cortitos que os mandemos, iremos poquito a poco. Y muchas gracias por estar aquí con nosotras. Si os ha gustado el juego, la demo, a mí diciendo Todas, ya sabéis, tenéis el botón de suscribiros, tenéis el botón de like y por supuesto pues estar atentos a nuestras redes, que estaremos, ¿vale? Muy bien, un besito muy grande y espero que os divirtáis.